Hello, junior high parents and students. Dr. Christensen, principal at Indian Hills Junior High here to explain the new junior high block schedule. The first thing to know is that we have odd days and we have even days. An odd day would have periods 1, 3, 5, and 7, while an even day would have periods 2, 4, 6, and 7. Why 7 every day? Well, we're going to understand that as we get going. So, if a student has an everyday class, they will go for the whole 90 minutes during that block. If a student, which is shown right here, if a student has an every other day class, on orange days, they would go to the first skinny, is what we call it, which would be about a 45-minute class, and then they would transition and have a little time to do that to the black day class. So you would have both orange and black day classes in the same block period if you have an every other day course. And this would happen with every one of the periods. There's a full block everyday course, and then there's a skinny, which is a half block, which is more like the traditional course we've always had. When we get to lunchtime, we're going to now have Tiger Time, Encore, and lunch all in the same period. So students will still eat first lunch, second lunch, or third lunch, but now they will have Tiger Time or Encore opposite of lunch. So if you have first lunch, you'll eat lunch first in your Tiger Time, and then you will have your Tiger Time or Encore lesson. If you eat second lunch, you'll go to your Tiger Time, have Tiger Time or Encore, eat lunch, and then go back to Tiger Time or Encore. If you eat third lunch, you will have your Tiger Time or Encore first, and then you will eat lunch third. All lunches will be eaten in the classroom, and we will have some time for students to get outside and possibly, even if we can social distance them, be able to take a mask break. But our real goal is to get students moving and to be able to take a break from learning. Then in the afternoon, we would have either period 5 or 6, depending on odd or even day, and we would have period 7. Now, period 7 is interesting because we will have period 7 every day. That's because a true block schedule would have 8 periods. Well, we don't have 8 periods, so we need to have this little half period, and it's more than a half period. It's longer than a skinny, but not as long as a block. Over a 10-day rotation, 7th period will meet 3 minutes less than an average block class. So 7th period is just the same, pretty much the same amount of time as any other class. And it's just a way for us to still be able to do block. The reason we need to do block is so that when we have students virtually and in person, we need to be able to work with both. And so that this is a way that we can get online students working, then we can work with the in-person, and then we can go back and forth while also providing a lesson to both at the same time, either asynchronously, which means they can watch the video whenever they want, or synchronously, which means that we'll watch this teacher live, or we'll watch the teacher live, all of us at the same time. So that is what the block schedule looks like. This is what it will look like on a piece of paper. For this student, in term 1, on odd days, they will have science every day. So that means that will be the full block. Second period would be on even days. This is an everyday class since it's an odd and since it happens both odd and even. It would be happen first on even days. Third period, really you only need to look at this right here. Third period, there would be the orange class, which always goes first, and the black class that always goes second. This is an online student, so they have study hall for all of third block on what would be odd days. Fourth period for this student would be the second course they take on even days. This is for the full block time, and they would be there the whole time. Then there's Tiger Time. They can see who their Tiger Time is. For online students, they have Tiger Time on Wednesdays, and we will set them up with a Tiger Time on Wednesday for them to be able to join the in-person people for some different lessons and just to have some social time with other students that are in Tiger Time. But otherwise, the online students really need a break. Well, this will be their time to eat lunch at home and to just take a break from their eyes, and just like the rest of the students are doing who are in person. This student fifth period, you'll see this is orange. That class goes first on an odd day, and this is the black class that will go second in the skinny. We have a little 3-minute passing time for the students to get there. Sixth period on an odd day, sixth period on an even day would be the whole time in English class. Seventh period is every day but Wednesday. Wednesdays we get out early, so we can't have seventh period on Wednesday. This person's an online person, so we see they're tagged as a team, and we also see that they do have PE, and they will do that in a little different way than the online students. So this is a brief explanation of the block schedule. We think that this will work out very well for students, whether they're online or in person, and in these blended environments, we hope to have some really good success, and the teachers are very excited to be able to start to see you and have school again.